Members will visit Arawa Technical College. Is now shaking hands with some of the people around the college, and as you can see here, some of his official members are also around with him. The principal of Arawa Technical College, Mr. Hoder, meeting the Prime Minister, Sir Julius. This is the grandstand of Arawa Technical College, and as you can see, students of all the community schools around North Solomons are here. You can see the Prime Minister now is coming towards the grandstand. As you can see, the police van coming first, and then the Prime Minister, Sir Julius. The Prime Minister, Sir Julius, has been introduced to the students by the principal of Arawa Technical College, Mr. Hoder. He is now looking at the students sitting with bright colors in the grandstand. You can see cheers from the students. Sir Julius is going to give a talk to the students.
Able to share these very few moments of my time with you. You know, even I as the Prime Minister and Mr. Hannett as the Premier, there are many things we can do, but there are many things we cannot do. And one of the things that we cannot do is to be able to stop the time, to stop the sun from moving, so I can share more time with you. Those are the things we cannot do. The National Executive Council has been staying here with the Premier and the government of North Solomon for the last 2.5 days. A lot of my ministers, the Deputy Prime Minister, and some ministers are going to Boone. Others, all the members of the National Executive Council will have a chance to see how the people of North Solomon get around every day to do their work. How the people of the North Solomon get together to work to serve this nation. So in the next strength and the hopes of the people of the North Solomon. Long this plaligmig sot latay. Sampla lo you all get us students from primary school or half year or Arawa. We can bring in me long this technical school.
The Premier of North Solomon, Mr. Hannett, is now going to give us more talk to the students.
Prime Minister or Manifopas or country Julius.
The Premier of North Solomon, Mr. Hannett, is now ends his speech. The principal of Kihira Primary School now introduces himself to the Prime Minister, Sir Julius.
They have to receive something. Therefore, the Kihira Public School students and the teachers have decided to present you with a canoe, which represents the whole of the island and the island of the atolls. Use this canoe as the transport moving from place to place. So here the students, the school captains of Kihira Public School,
the Prime Minister, Sir Julius, has been presented with a canoe made by the students of Kihira Primary School.
Primary school students looking so smart this morning. The photographer is moving back a little so we can get everybody in. School, you come and sit in the front here.
The Prime Minister is now sitting among the students, and they're taking photographs of him and the Premier of North Solomon together with the Deputy Premier.
To see Arawa Technical College. Thank you for coming here today. Perhaps as they walk off, you might like to give them a round of applause.
The Prime Minister is now looking around the college, waving to some of the small kids around here. He's going to see the all the departments of the college. Now the Prime Minister has been shown around some of the college ground, and he's now looking at one of the new buildings have just been erected by the carpenters of Arawa Technical College. This is the Persian design classroom, and Prime Minister is now entering the fashion design classroom to see what it's like in the classroom. He's been introduced to the students by the principal, Mr. Horder.
Ray, this is your department now. I'm here to see your work.
Just walk around and I'll show you different aspects of what we're doing. First,
Yes.
Mr. Julius designer for the fabrics. And the project that we're doing is one of the joint project.
The Prime Minister, with his members, Mr. Horder, is now entering the secretarial classrooms to have a look around what's like in the classroom. The Prime Minister is just now coming up from the secretarial classrooms, and he's now being led by the principal of Arawa Technical College towards the carpenter's classroom and the workshop. So Julius, together with the head of department of the carpenters, now having a look around the workshops. He's also been introduced by the carpenter head of department. This is a carpentry workshop, and the Prime Minister, together with the head of department, is talking and looking at the students removing timbers. The Prime Minister now being led by the mechanical departmental head to visit the workshops. He's now going towards the fitting workshop. The Prime Minister is now entering the motor mechanics workshop, being led by the head of department, now shaking hand with one of the staffs. The Prime Minister is being shown around the workshop by the head of department. Our head of department telling him about Saudi engines around the workshop, cars, all the things that the mechanics do in this workshop.
How did you get it done?
The Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea is now looking at the Arawa Technical new mess with some of the staff members sorted out by the principal of Arawa Tech. The Prime Minister now is led outside by the principal of Arawa Tech to give a speech to the Arawa Tech.
Come on.
This is Arawa Technical students assembling outside the new mess. See, the Prime Minister, Sir Julius, is now going to give a short speech to the Arawa Technical students assembling outside the new mess.
Arawa Technical College students, in your name, I welcome to our college the Premier of North Solomon Province and the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Julius.
Now, the Prime Minister has been introduced to the students by the principal, Mr. Hoder.
Mr. Harder, students of the Arawa Technical School, I want to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to come and visit you here this morning. And I want to thank the Premier for giving his time, the Deputy Premier, and all his officials for sharing the last few days with us here at Arawa in the North Solomons. Today I'll be going up Central. I'll be seeing how people work outside of the big city of Arawa. So I'm looking forward to meet some of the other parts of North Solomons. The other day I went up to Lememanu and saw the new community government being formed. Yesterday, the National Executive Council, we do work too sometimes, not as hard as you, in a carpentering shop, in a sewing machine, or in a typewriters, or in a mechanical school out there, but we do work sometime. We worked right up till about 6:30 last night, and then we share a few moments together with the North Solomon provincial government. So the last few days have given us an opportunity to talk to the people who make the nation. And I just want to leave behind a message that the national government and the provincial government, indeed myself, we do recognize each one of you, however small your job is, however large your job is, but because you're doing it, you are serving the nation. My friends, thank you very, very much for the opportunity to say hello to you. I may not have the chance to shake hands with all of you, but one thing is certain, I will always keep this moment a chance to be able to come here. It will be a living memory of my visit to the North Solomon province. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Premier.
Not often we have the Premier as well as the Prime Minister here, so I want him to say just a few words before they both go, because they're now running late. Mr. Leo Hannett.
Principal. Sir Julius Chan, students of Arawa Technical College. It is certainly an honor for all of us in the North Solomon province, and particularly for yourself here, to have the special privilege of having the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea visiting your college, your beautiful college. The Prime Minister has a very busy schedule, but he has been very glad to accept this opportunity to come and see you, primarily for the reason that he has given, because we, both the Prime Minister and myself and the nation as a whole, value the kind of knowledge that you're getting, because such knowledge that you have, which you will use, that knowledge is useful in building up our country. And I think this is the name of the game, why we became independent. To use whatever talents we have in building the nation with whatever resources that we have, and the biggest resource that you have is your brain and your hands. Thank you.
Around the college is quite a big job. Here's some of the motor mechanics using the cement mixer. This is down at the front of the college. We've got first. Today is Thursday the 17th. Yesterday, the Wednesday, was Independence Day, the public holiday, and the fencing was started on Tuesday. The fences so far, the uprights rather, have been put in, and most of these down the front have been already concreted. Girls are giving some expert advice to some of the boys.
That's it, perfect. Look at that. That'll do. That's good.
This is the Papua New Guinea crash helmet, styled by Keela from Hula.
I think there's nothing more we can do. They don't have a right around there, so there's very little I can do. I'll take them all down. Okay, I'm not.
This is the area over by the dormitories, adjoining the playing fields.
You want to take a shot of him, miss it. Miss him. Coming out.
think sometimes